about 5 students independently. Okay. The point I'll be trying to make is that
Look at everybody.
the point I'll be trying to make is that in computer science, if you don't take the psychological view of the programmer into account, you can't win. And this is something I noticed when I was reviewing a conference paper recently, where someone was making a program that was supposed to replay changes. So this is about change management, if you will.
On your right-hand side, it's a gray button.
On the top.
Top
On the top.
surface.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so there we go. So imagine that you start with the program, which is really short. It's just create file, and now 2 changes roll in, and both of them address different issues. Maybe the left one makes the screen stop flickering, and the right one stops some file from being deleted that you really want to keep. Now, the final version should have both changes, and now you might want to have some program figure out for you how to maintain both changes. And this is replaying the second change on top of the first one. So you again start with the original version, then you play change 1, but now you put change 2 behind change 1. And change 2 changed the word create to copy. So maybe one way to replay it is to take that part of the change and exchange the word create by copy. But that isn't a mathematical, that isn't a mathematical necessity. You could replay it differently. You could say the original intent was to replace all characters after the 4th one. So the question how to best replay it depends on the intent of the change. I reviewed the paper, and it didn't take the intent into account. It provided a platform with which you could specify yourself all kinds of ways how to replay that best. The problem is there's too many ways. If you don't look at the intent and don't assess whether you match it or not, then your tool won't be very useful. You won't be able to prove that it is useful at all. And I'd like to end with an example where looking at the intent actually helped. We know for one reason, that I won't go into, that programmers like to call functions that were recently changed, presumably by themselves. And knowing that, we were able to change a tool which suggests functions to be called next by a rate of 20, only by keeping track of what has been changed recently. So if you know what the programmer is trying to do, then you can effectively speed them up and help them a great deal. Whereas if you don't, you can't win.
All right. Thank you.